Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a look at the Daisy powerline 426. The BB gun comes in a nice blister packaging. We see there some more information. 430 feet per second, quite likely with a fresh 12 gram CO2 container. We have the traditional BBs, the .177 caliber 4.5 millimeter. It's a double action trigger, 1 year warranty, and we have a 15 shot built-in BB magazine in a semi-automatic mode that it fires. So we have here some more information on the back side. They give the max shooting distance on with 191 meters, and the length and the weight is on there too, and the daisy.com website. Daisy is in business for decades, really good company, never had a bad product, so I wanted to test this item. It's a typical starter, beginner or training BB gun. Nothing special. It also comes with some paperwork in a bag. Also the manual comes with it in a printed version. The item itself is pretty handy and not too big, and quite lightweight for what it is. It's basically a double action only trigger with a moving barrel. As you pull on the trigger, the barrel moves forward, and then on a certain point it releases it, which the barrel goes then spring loaded back into battery, and there some gas from the cylinder is released. So you can fire pretty fast, and it's not a toy. It has quite some energy to it. The sights are fixed. The orange that you see on the front side, I did put that on. It is just black from the start. There's no adjustments on the sights that can be made. Sights are pretty good. The rear sight has quite a wide cutout, but better than too narrow. And then we have on the other side the typical look of a modern firearm with the rail, of course, in front. We see the barrel has a silver, quite likely zinc bladed coating on it there, nothing special either. The slide is not moving. The slide is completely fixed on the frame. It's just the mentioned barrel, and not even that part here that is fixed too. It's just the silver color part that moves as you pull the trigger. For the safety, it's a typical push through affair, really easy to use. We see the red, then it's on a fire. You can simply use that relative easy. The top loading magazine is easy to use too. It's basically a spring loaded affair. As I just did release the plunger, this would be completely unloaded. You push that back and lock it in that recess, then you can fill in 15 of the typical BBs. Best would be the silver color ones, not the copper color ones. The copper ones from Crossman rust relative easy in my tests over the decade. So for guns like this, I always use the silver color ones, mainly by Daisy or Umarex. They have a better quality. So you fill them in, relative easy. You need to look that you do that over, say, a cardboard box, because you're gonna drop 1 or 2 BBs, so you're not gonna lose them. And then you simply release that part here. Make sure it's not gonna ratch all the way spring loaded back, because it could break, you know, that you hold it a bit. Of course, it would be about in this position if all the 15 BBs would be in it. And yeah, that is pretty much about loading, the safety we had, and then the CO2 cylinder is in here, typical affair too. Now the whole grape slides out, and it's a bit force needed, so I needed to reach back with the from the camera, not that we knock it over. So we have tabs here that lock into the upper part there on both sides, and we have here the rails also on both sides that go in the rail of the grip. So we see if you do it wrong like this, it's not gonna go in. You need to go all the way back here, and then you slide it simply in, and then you push it up. To change the CO2 cartridge, the 12 gram is relatively easy too. This is an empty one. So we have the usual screw action here. The part that goes on top in, you put a bit of oil on it, push it in, and you simple turn it all the way so that the sealing is pierced. Then you put the grip on it. Again, you need to slide it in correctly on the back side all the way like that, and then it's back on. It's quite sturdy and good in. To take it off, you really need to get a grip and a grip here, and then jank it out. So really nice. The bottom part could be a bit more in a black color, but that is how that is. The accuracy is not bad for what it is. Designed more like to 5-6 meters, and for that the accuracy is pretty acceptable and good. With the fixed sights, if you shoot further, the spreading gets quite big, and of course it shoots out of the sight radius, so the sights are in this case not adjustable. You can't adjust it. So best distance up to 5 meters, I would say. Energy is pretty strong, stronger than expected, especially with a fresh 12 gram CO2 cylinder in it. Negative is that it is basically a double action trigger. The trigger pull is not too hard, and with a bit of training you can pull the trigger relatively fast, so you can empty those 15 BBs out of this BB pistol really fast for what it is. The amount of CO2 that goes out by that rapid fire is still pretty constant. I did not have much of the often happening low velocity shots in between those 15 shots. It did fire pretty good, so that is nicely adjusted. For the CO2 containers, I did use Daisy. That was the best deal that Walmart had, and that did work out really well. Negative, of course, is that the grip is too smooth for my liking. The thing could be have more texturing on it. So that's what I'm gonna change. I'm gonna put on some stippling with the heat gun. No problem there. You can also use some grip tape and other things, but how it is, it's really on the smooth side. It gives you a bit of feeling on like on a cheap Turkish made handguns. That is what it did remember me. That is about what you get, especially on the front. They could have put on more texturing. The finger grooves here were not too bad because they are really small, and that doesn't stand out too bad. So the rest pretty much all works, especially for the price. You get those for around $30. in the store, maybe a bit more than that, and for that price it's really good. Be it for fun, just for fun shooting, or be it for tactical training, if you wanna use that as a training BB gun. The model doesn't resemble more common firearm, a real firearm, so it's not like a Glock or like a SIG or something like that. It is a bit more a generic design, maybe towards the Turkish handguns, maybe towards the Taurus. It's not something that you look at it and you would recognize firsthand what that is modeled after, but nevertheless it works. The other negative is also that you have a fixed magazine in place, so you cannot train magazine changes if you want to do that. That is how that is. The magazine is fixed, built in on top. On the other side, you can't lose the magazine, or it should not get too damaged that much. On the negative side is also because the thing is completely open there, you see the spring and all. If that gets dirty with, I don't know, if you drop it outside in a mud, quite likely that gets completely stuck up and dirty in there, so you may not be able to use it. Also, if you load up those 15 BBs and you fire, say, 14 BBs at the end here, you need to be careful, because you don't see how many are still in the gun, and it may look like this, relative empty or something like that, and you don't see the silver color BBs, and there still could be one or two, maybe three in it hiding. So as usual, safety first. It's not a toy. It has quite some energy, even as it is at least for now still available in Germany. We have the F in the corner there, and there we have BRD 18 Jahre und älter. So in Germany you need to be 18 years old and older, and to get that. But that's soon gonna change how it looks, because the leftist, greenist parties over there that are in the government want to ban even such BB guns for the general public. But that is a different matter for another video. All in all, I like it. It's a great thing to just have fun with it, like we do it here in USA. You can use it for tactical training a bit too. If you find a holster that fits, even better, but quite likely something made with Kydex gonna be hard to get to. So the tactical training is possible, but without magazine changes, without using a holster. But all in all, for the price, for sure, a great option.